So you want to be the lover that she thinks about long after the bedroom. Well, you're going to need to know how to thrust her in a way that actually works for the woman's body. And in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys 5 different techniques that is going to take your thrusting game from mid to deeply unforgettable. Now, some of these might be small changes, but they have a massive difference. Do not underestimate. So watch until the end, because the last one is probably the piece that a lot of men actually miss. Now let's start off with one of the biggest mistakes that most men make. And I will give you guys this. Yes, you might go in with the first stroke nice and slow, but after that, for some strange reason, you think you need to go deep and fast. Now, this is the sad reality that adult entertainment has most definitely taught you this. But we're not actually trying to recreate a porno, because that actually disconnects us almost immediately. And no, not just the recreation, but going deep and fast way too soon. This shouldn't come as a surprise to you, but women like connection first. Imagine us going straight in for the head of your peen with our teeth right out of the gates. That's how that actually feels for us. Horrible. So we want to start nice and slow. We want to be close, and maybe we are deeply, passionately kissing, maybe a little bit of nibbling on the neck, and we are going to play with the tease. You do not have to go in right away. You can tease with the tip. Rub it on the magic bean or the magic button, aka the clit. The first few strokes should be really slow, intentional, and connected. Here, I want you to think about grinding more than thrusting. There is a time for thrusting and there is a time for grinding. Our first few strokes are definitely more of those grinding motions. Now, when you do this, you're not only creating crazy sexual tension, but you're drawing out that tease and that anticipation for when those deep strokes do hit. And trust me, they are gonna hit so much harder when you do this first rather than rushing right into it. Because now we can actually feel what's happening in our body. We can invite you in and we can feel each other deeper. That's what builds arousal, and that is what's gonna help her open. Now, this next one makes my panties wet just even thinking about this technique. This is the 8 shallow, the 2 deep method, and trust me, it makes any chick's knees weak. So what we are doing is exactly how it sounds. We do 8 shallow within the first 1 to 2 inches, and then we do 2 deep intentional strokes. That doesn't just mean 2 deep strokes, hard and fast. This means 2 deep intentional strokes. So intention is everything. Literally, if you do not have intention with your stroke game or your lovemaking skills, it's just shitty and sloppy, and honestly, nobody wants that. This is because the majority of our nerve endings are actually within the 1 to 2 inches inside the vaginal canal. I want you to think about the shallow strokes really building that tension and those deep intentional strokes releasing it. Plus, this rhythm keeps her in this I need you type of energy. Now, during these shallow strokes, you can also take your peen out and rub it on her bean. That move alone can make a woman go mad. And it keeps us guessing, and it feels so good. Now, there are only a few men that I've actually been with who have done this technique and done it well. And that says a lot. We need to hit the sides, not just going straight in down the tunnel. If you are just going straight in, you are missing so many other pleasure spots. Now, the walls of the vagina are incredibly sensitive, yet most men never even bother exploring. I want you to try angling your hips to the right and keeping that 8 to 2 method. Then switch to the left. Chances are she's gonna really enjoy one over the other, but you awakened and you explored different areas. And trust me, you will feel her body respond immediately. Now, you can do this in missionary, in doggy, and even when she's on top. This can add friction, sensation, and a completely new level of pleasure that she probably didn't even know existed. And she's most likely never even felt with anyone else. Tip number 4, we need to be aiming up for the G-spot. Now, this is a trick that everyone should know by now. If you are a missionary, shove a pillow underneath her hips and prop her hips up. This is gonna help you create that upward style thrusting motion, and you can do the technique shallowing here and just shallowly stroke. You can do your 8 to 2 method and just go right up with that curve and hit that G-spot over and over and over again. It's gonna sound like macaroni and cheese. I hope you guys know what that sounds like. Think about it. Now, when you're intentionally stimulating the G spot, you don't need to actually pound this area at all. However, if you do want to pound it, or if she is encouraging you to pound it, beware, there is waterworks coming. However, make sure she is asking for the pounding, you not just giving it, because if you are assuming you know, buddy, you just don't know. Ask her how it feels. Let us guide you. By the way, if you want to take this even deeper, I created a G-spot guide that literally walks you through everything step by step. I cover internal techniques, angles, pressure, presence, rhythms, literally everything that you need to know on how to make her climax internally. And yes, that includes how to make her squirt without you guessing, boo. I also include a video demonstration so you don't have to guess the moves I show you. Now, finally, tip number 5. This is the art of good thrusting. Alternate between slow and sensual and deep and hard. Because let's face it, nobody wants one speed the whole time. That feels like a really bad rom-com / porno. Vanilla and dry. We want some contrast. Go slow and connected, and then build up that intensity. Then back it up and slow it down again. Then deep, teasing, passionate thrusts. It's that rhythm change that keeps us wanting more. It's not just one mode on repeat. And through all of this, I hope you guys are communicating. Tell her how amazing she feels, how much she is turning you on, how you can't wait to stretch her out. I cannot stress this enough. Dirty talk and just communication in the bedroom in general is how you are gonna allow her to stay in her body. Your voice is what's gonna anchor her and help keep her connected. Your rhythm is also gonna help keep her in her pleasure. And you get to play here, a little bit of power play. Maybe it's helping you even last a little bit longer. Good thrusting is truly an art that a lot of men are missing. Now remember, just like you, every woman is completely different. Just because one thing works with the last person does not mean it's gonna work with the next. You're not supposed to magically know everything. Ask. Let her tell you what feels good. Encourage her to speak to you. That alone will take average sex to freaking mind-blowing, is just by communicating. And remember, if you want to go deeper into G-spot stimulation and how to help her climax internally, then click that link down below and get it while the sale is on. All right, babies, I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm also taking requests. Drop them in the comment section down below. See you next week.